Hi, I'm Tyler Jeffries for This is Glendale. I'm sitting here with Chief Craig Walsh, who's going to tell us a little bit about a recent award that they received. It's a county-wide award for crisis intervention, and he's also going to do a quick introduction of himself since he's our new police chief. Chief, thanks for being here.
Nice to meet you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Been with Glendale since 1991. Risen up through the ranks, sergeant, a little bit of everything, lieutenant, now police chief. Married, 2 older daughters. That's about it.
Great. So we recently received an award for crisis intervention. Can you tell us a little bit about this award that the department received, and maybe explain kind of the steps you guys have gone through to get to where you're at today?
The award was the Crisis Intervention Team of the Year department. Sergeant Hilling nominated us for the award. We were lucky enough to receive it. We've sent, one of the reasons we bought into the crisis intervention, we've sent everybody through de-escalation training. Come the end of September, we will have everybody on the department certified in crisis intervention de-escalation. So
tell me a little bit about this. Is this just dealing with mentally unstable people? Is it, what's the scope of this crisis intervention?
Dealing with anybody and everybody,
okay.
From mental health, drug abuse, alcohol, addiction, PTSD, whatever it might be, autism, and anything.
Okay. So what would you say, just random question, what would you say your percentage of folks that are having a crisis might be that you interact with? Would you, on a daily basis? Is that a lot? Is it a little?
Pretty much everybody we deal with is in crisis. I mean, whether it's a traffic stop because now we've ruined their day or whatever they might think, everybody seems to be in some kind of crisis all the time.
Sure. And as far as the award goes, it's my understanding this is a county-wide, Greater Cincinnati-wide award.
Yes.
It is? Okay. For the Officer Hilling who put in for this award, can you explain to us kind of what got him started down this path?
Officer Hilling was involved in a shooting back in 2016, and this has been a passion of his since then. He goes around the country and teaches and trains other officers in this exact same thing. He brought it back to us. It's one of the hot button topics this year and for the last couple of years. We've bought into it. We've decided that everybody on the department was going to go through, and that's what we've done.
Great. Well, I think on behalf of everybody, I just want to say thank you for the work you all are doing. I think we're very fortunate to have a department who is focused on these kind of softer skills. You know, I think that as the world changes, you guys are changing along with them, and
yeah.
We appreciate that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Jack Cook, and welcome back to This is Glendale. Today I have the pleasure of speaking with Ann Vega and her dog Kellogg about Barktoberfest. Ann, How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Great. Let's start the questions off simple. When and where is Barktoberfest?
Barktoberfest is October 8th, that's Saturday, right here on HWB grounds. It's from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. And we have a whole ton of events packed for everybody to have fun and enjoy the day.
Wow. Hey, tell me more. Tell me more about these events. What would the public have to expect by coming to Barktoberfest?
Yeah, so we have, we're going to have 20 vendors. So we have Pugalicious, Red Dog, many other vendors that anybody can come and purchase their wares. We also have some demos that we'll have here on the stage or on the grounds. We have a training demo by Lee Caldwell.
Exciting.
She's a great trainer, and she does a lot of help with just dogs in the audience. We'll also have a scent demo training or demo so that people can kind of look and see and try it out on the grounds too if their dogs might be interested in scent work. Kellogg has won a few ribbons with that.
Wow.
It's really fun. We'll have an animal communicator. We have about 30 different raffle baskets.
Ooh.
So folks can, bid on those, put tickets in, and we'll draw. We have a costume contest.
Ooh, exciting.
Yes, that'll be exciting. We have an opportunity to get your dog's photo, which will also be creating a calendar off of those photos for 2023. We have Sonny Mormon, who is a local, someone who plays locally here quite often. He'll be in our beer garden.
Awesome.
So there'll be concessions, there'll be beer, there'll be lots of folks to interact with, lots of dogs to interact with. It'll be a great day.
Well, that sounds very exciting. And how many years has Barktoberfest been going on in Glendale?
It's been since about 2018, although I think we took 1 or 2 years, I can't remember off because of COVID. So we've been small in the past. This year we're under new management. Mardell Jones has been leading the group this year.
Exciting.
And she's just done a great job pulling everybody together and doing a lot of the work to get everything ready. She's actually going to be doing a cakewalk and a duck pond for the dogs. There'll also be face painting and pictures for the kids to color too.
Wow, exciting. And these gift baskets you mentioned, what are that full of?
Yeah, so a lot of the local village area businesses have actually donated gift certificates or different things from their stores or restaurants. And so we have a lot of that goes into the baskets. For our costume contest, we actually have donations from Red Dog. We also have a swag bag this year that's been has a lot of things in it that have been donated from a variety of different folks around the area. So we will let everybody know who did those donations on the day of the event.
Well, that's very exciting, and I'm glad Barktoberfest has been going this many years strong. Can you tell us an overall goal or the future plan for Barktoberfest?
Yeah, I think the main thing is just to have a day where you can enjoy different activities with your dog. You can hang out, have some food, some beer, listen to music, just have fun.
Oh, that sounds perfect. Well, you heard it first on This is Glendale, and I'd like to thank Ann and Kellogg for coming out again, and I hope to see you and your pup at Barktoberfest 2022.
Hi, Vet Corps is here in the Glendale Museum with Jill Bites. Hi, Jill. Hi, Bet. Welcome. I guess the museum has a better name than I just gave it.
I call it the Depot Museum.
Okay.
It's run by Glendale Heritage Preservation, the local historical society.
Right.
So.
Otherwise known as GHP.
Yes.
Right. Well, welcome. We're here, and we're here to encourage you to come and see this new exhibit that's going to be when it will open.
The exhibit opens on September 24th, the same day as the street fair. We thought that would be a good way to get people in the door.
Great, yeah. And I see that you've been doing some detective work, always required when looking through old things. Okay, so you're approaching this, you found a ledger for some information?
So I was perusing the catalog of what GHP owns, and a business ledger came up, and it said it was found in the rafters of a home on Morse Avenue in 1976. And no one was sure what businesses it was from, but the home had been moved from the square at some point. It has since been demolished.
Okay.
So as I looked through the ledger, which had lots of prominent names of Glendale, the Proctors, the Shillitoes, etc., they were mostly buying coal and oats and things like that. So that helped to narrow it down a little bit. And then also in the ledger were these receipts and invoices And at the top, all of these we're showing items that had been purchased by Julian Freyhoff. So that's how we're pretty sure that the business that the ledger belonged to was Julian Freyhoff.
Cool.
And so you'll see, it helped us not only see what people in the village were buying, but also what the businesses were buying from other businesses. There are receipts here from the railroad. There are receipts here from Robert Clark booksellers, and Robert Clark lived up the hill a little bit.
Right.
And it was just a really neat experience. And we kept kind of going down rabbit holes and finding new things.
Yeah. So you acquired some objects or something that maybe represents some of these things? Or what?
We have mostly photos.
Okay.
A lot of it's been lost to history.
Of course.
We do have items from Igler Pharmacy and some later businesses. And we also were able to find receipts and invoices from businesses, like handwritten ones that we didn't even know existed, or that we did know existed, but their books didn't exist.
Right.
I think we have a receipt from what was Meager's Stables,
Okay.
which is now the village office.
Right. Yeah.
And so between that and digging into old city directories and just picking people's brains, and a few people have written memoirs about Glendale and growing up, and we were able to kind of pluck from things there.
Perfect. So and so the display is going to be big banner type things.
It will be, actually, it's going to be on a series of doors.
Yes,
from different Glendale homes and locations. A bunch of people were generous enough to donate their doors, and they'll be sort of connected. That part's not my job, so I'm not sure how. And then there will be images and things like images and histories and various things on the door. The ledger should be available to see. And there's also, we have a cash register from J.J. Kelly's Market, which used to be in the grand finale.
Okay.
It was formerly the grand finale.
Right.
And what we're hoping to do with this exhibit is also put a place where people can write their memories or submit their memories of Glendale businesses.
Oh, that's excellent.
Because what we ran across is there were a ton of people that ran businesses from their homes. There were hat makers and dressmakers, but of course they didn't have buildings or advertising.
Right.
So we're hoping that people know more about that. So in the future, in 25 years, if somebody wants to revisit this exhibit, they'll have more to work with.
Have greater data to
Right.
support it all. Sounds very exciting. I'm so looking forward. So you want to give us the dates to when?
So it will open on September 24th.
Okay.
It's the same day as the street fair. Our hours will be a little extended. We'll be open from 11 to 5 that day.
Okay.
The depot is open normally on Thursdays and Saturdays from 11 to 3, and we're not sure when it will end. We're just going to see how it kind of goes.
Right. It's wonderful. Thank you so much. And
Thank you.
Well, shall we wrap this up?
We shall.
This
is Glendale.